to Coffee Convo Wednesday. That's my version of an opening song. I am Cindy Simmons. I will be your host for Coffee Convo Wednesday for Wednesday, July 29th, episode 220, brought to you by Perdue Farms. You are going to want to stay to the very end of the show today. When you hear what I am giving you, your belly is going to be like, get in my belly, get in my belly. All right, welcome. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. If you have been here a couple times, or maybe you were gone for a little while and you're back, welcome back. I'm going to be your host, as I am each and every week. This is a show where we're going to be here for about 15, 20 minutes or so. We're going to talk about three things, and then I'm going to give you something amazing at the very end, because it's just fun giving away presents. I don't know why, but it is, and I love it. So grab something to drink, comment below, let me know what you're drinking right now. Click like, click love, click share. If you feel like sharing this with the world, I would really appreciate it. I appreciate any shares, all shares, every single share. So thank you. A little bit about me. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California, about 30 minutes away from Disneyland. And now our family lives in Orlando, Florida, about 30 minutes away from Walt Disney World. Crazy how that just sort of worked out. I am a family of five here in our house. My husband, he owns an awesome promotional products company called MySmartShirt.com. If you want to check him out, he makes all of the personal protection equipment. If you would like to order anything, you can go to MySmartShirt.com. Tell him I sent you. I'm just kidding. And then we have two daughters, newly turned 15. She just celebrated her birthday 1 week ago. And then our 7-year-old, and then my 4-time cancer surviving rock star of a Mama Jane, who also lives with us. I am a radio personality by trade, but I left that all a little while ago because it was crazy and not what I thought. So now I'm here doing this show where I have been doing the show for about 4 years. And I love it because I get to hang out with you every single week. It is my absolute favorite time of the week. Well, because I love coffee and I drink it every day anyway, but getting to have coffee with you, especially in this crazy time right now, feels nice. It kind of feels like we're almost like sitting right here together, giving like a little cheers to each other. I also am the host of the new Party City podcast, which is so exciting. You can go to partycity.com or really anywhere you listen to podcasts and check that out if you'd like. But it's also like a fun thing that I'm doing, and I love it because I get to talk about party planning and decorating and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, thanks for checking that out. All right, before we get started, I wanted to say congratulations to Diane from New Jersey. She won last week's Star Wars goodies. Remember the cute porg earrings and the hat. So thank you, Diane. You are last week's winner. Don't forget, because you could always get a bonus entry by weighing in on my YouTube page too, which you can link over by going to cindysimmons.com. But we're going to talk about all of that at the end of the show. I'm going to give you a cheers. And we're going to get started today because I really want to get to the end and give you lots of yummy Perdue Farms goodies. All right, topic number one. Thank you, Ryan Seacrest. It's supposed to be a little tongue-in-cheek, but I got to tell you why I'm a little frustrated with Ryan Seacrest, but I want to give you a little bit of our odd connection, because there's like an odd connection, because I am originally from Los Angeles, California. He is originally from Atlanta, Georgia. I did my internship when I was in college at Kiss FM in Los Angeles. He did his internship at Star 94, which is where I used to work in Atlanta, Georgia. So it's kind of weird. So I was there working at Kiss FM, and then he was doing his internship at Star 94. Then eventually I ended up in Atlanta, Georgia, being on the radio at Star 94. And then he left Atlanta, did a bunch of things, and ended up on the radio at Kiss FM in Los Angeles. Like we went whoosh. But I did have the fortunate enough experience to interview his mom. She was so lovely. We talked to her several times on my radio show in Atlanta. And when he would come back and visit, because his family is still in Atlanta, when he would come back and visit when I was still living in Atlanta, he would use our studios to record his show back in California. So it was always like a neat don't know, kind of like a neat, we switched coasts story. But the reason I'm upset with him is because it wasn't even recently, and I can't believe I've never told you this story before, but he shared, it was either on his radio show or live with Kelly and Ryan. I don't remember where he shared the story, but I'm sharing it with you. And I know after you hear the story, you're gonna be like, why? Why did you just tell me that story? Because now I'm gonna do the same thing. But I sort of feel that if now I do this because of Ryan Seacrest, I'm gonna just share it with you, and now it's gonna be in your head, and you're not gonna be happy with me, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. So Ryan Seacrest was talking about this time that I guess he got up in the middle of the night to use the restroom. And I don't frequently get up in the middle of the night, but like if I drink a lot of water before I go to bed, I don't know, sometimes once in a while I will get up, but it's very infrequently. He was talking about how he got up in the middle of the night at wherever he was living at the time, and he was, standing to go to the restroom, and he thought like it felt like something was on his foot. But he goes to the restroom in the dark. Like, don't you go to the restroom in the dark? I do. Comment below, let me know, because I want to know. Like, when you go to the restroom, if you do, in the middle of the night, do you turn on the light or you're just like this? Because me, I'm just like this, and I go to the restroom. He does the same thing, or at least did the same thing, just like I used to do the same thing. He felt something crawling on his foot, tried to ignore it, turned on the light, and it was a cockroach crawling on his foot. And so now I am super paranoid because he shared this story. Now I keep thinking there's gonna be something on the floor. And then worse, now that we live in Florida, I've also heard stories of frogs and snakes in toilets here in Florida. So now if I get up in the middle of the night to go pee-pee, I have to turn on the light, which of course, it's like this. It's so jarring because you don't want to turn on the light at 2 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning. And we don't have a nightlight in our room. So I don't know. Now I'm thinking maybe what I need to do is put a nightlight like in the actual bathroom. So I don't know. I mean, I need to know, because this stresses me out now, because ever since Ryan Seacrest told the story, this is all I think about when I go to the restroom. It is so frustrating if I go in the middle of the night. So I need to know. Comment below and tell me, like, are you lights on? Are you lights off? Are you, like thinking about this in the middle of the night? Because now it's all I can think about. All I can think about, and now I cannot go to the restroom in the middle of the night with the lights off. It's too stressful for me. So thank you. Thank you, Ryan Seacrest, for ruining my middle of the night experience. I do love Ryan Seacrest though, but I don't like that story. So now I've shared it with you, and now it's in your brain. So yeah, there you go. All right, topic number 2 on Coffee Convo Wednesday: to plan or not to plan. I feel like this whole COVID situation has really been, it's been a little overwhelming. We've talked about this on the show before. It's been a little overwhelming for me, I think, not just for me, for all of us, in regard to planning, to making plans in the future, because it's felt like anytime we make a plan for anything, then it gets canceled or something happens and you're like, really? So I wanted to share with you, I read something that I found really interesting, because if you're like me and you feel like your world has just been tossed up in the air and hope that it comes right side up, then I think you're going to appreciate this, because really for the whole first half of this year, and for me, I had some issues that started before COVID, and then they kind of just rolled right into COVID. Some not so good things happened to me, and maybe we'll talk about it at some point, but I'm not ready to talk about it. So for the first half of the year, I just feel like it's been like stinky rama, yucky. But it's all kind of made us like think we knew about having plans, and then we're like, all right, well, we'll just, it's really impossible to predict anything, right? Because don't you feel like you've made a plan and then it gets changed? So they did a story out of North Carolina State University, and they were saying that the uncertainty of the pandemic spread has made it nearly impossible to predict whether anything is going to happen as we imagined it would, right? So I think we can all agree on that. They said, I think we're all being made keenly aware that the control we thought we had is maybe more fragile than we believed. And that is so true, right? But they said, but putting the future into a perpetual holding pattern is tough on our mental health. I thought, that is so true, because everyone, every single person I talk to is like, I'm totally stressed out, especially if you suffer from any sort of mental illness, depression, then it is probably, or anxiety, it is probably worse for you. I mean, I know and I wish I could remember who it was, but someone DM'd me on Instagram this morning about a quote I had posted and said, man, they're having such a hard time. And I said, you are not alone. I am too. And they were like, wow, I don't mean to say this, but I feel better knowing that you're having a hard time too. And I've said that on this show, like I have been having a hard time with it. But they said, studies have shown strong ties between an unclear future and anxiety, and an intolerance of uncertainty has been shown to correlate strongly with depression. So it says this whole thought process of like, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on with our future. Like, not that we all could predict our future anyway, but you know, if you had plans scheduled for June, say you guys were doing a summer vacation in July, and all of that comes to a screeching halt, it can be super overwhelming. So they said, according to a recent study, it is so important to keep making plans, even if they turn out to be futile. They said doing so can help you stay in a positive mindset and keep you from being overwhelmed by stress. So I just think we need to keep making plans, and even if they don't turn out like we thought they would, or even if they don't turn out at all, I have always been of the mindset, I need to have something to look forward to. My best friend Taylor and I talk about this all of the time because she lives in Atlanta, I am here. So we talk about when is the next time we're gonna be able to get together. And especially even within my little family, I am the social cruise director of our family. I am constantly calling my husband, going, well, crunch this number, let's crunch this number. Could we afford to do this? Could we afford to do that? And as of late, the answer has been no, but we're trying to find ways to take like a little weekend escape. Like we just did that to celebrate my oldest daughter's birthday the weekend before last. And we just did a little staycation locally here in Orlando. And y'all, I needed it. Like I needed to just kind of have a change of scenery. And of course we wore a mask the whole time and we didn't really interact with anyone, honestly. I just need that. I need to have something to look forward to. Like I can tell you for sure, depending on what day you're watching the show, that it is 94 days until Halloween. Because if you have known me for any period of time, you know I love Halloween. I love Halloween, and then I want to roll right past Thanksgiving and go to Christmas. Like Halloween, Christmas, as soon as I smell fall in the air, I'm like, give me all the pumpkin spice, Halloween, peppermint, mocha, Christmassy things. Like, come on, Hallmark Channel with some Christmas movies. I am all about it. So in my head, like I have a little calendar up on our, what is it called? Like our entertainment center. And literally, I just looked over it and it says 94 days until Halloween. And I'm doing the countdown because I have to have something to look forward to. It just makes me happy. So I think we all need to keep making plans, if not just for our mental well-being. If you are suffering from any mental issues because of Corona right now, make a plan, even if it's just a plan for tomorrow. It doesn't have to be an extravagant vacation. I know many of us can't do that right now, including myself, but maybe it's like, have a social distance coffee with a girlfriend, have a FaceTime coffee with a friend, have a front porch coffee where you're sitting on each side. Just make some sort of plan with someone you haven't seen for a while and just reconnect with them. If, like I said, if you're really just stressed about being around people, then do a FaceTime call. I talked to one of my childhood best friends in California the other day. We were on the phone. I wanted to show her something and I just clicked FaceTime. She's like, are you FaceTiming me? I said, Yes, I am. Pick it up. I look like poop too. And she started laughing and she picked up her phone and we FaceTimed each other. So it doesn't have to even be an in-person thing, but man, keep making those plans because we need to have something to look forward to in this crazy, stressful time. Can I get an amen? Amen. Okay, and finally, on Coffee Convo Wednesday, I need to ask if you have a teenager in your house or a middle schooler, high school, younger high school, I need to know if you have heard about like vines and LED lights. My daughter, and it's so funny to me because I totally remember doing this with my other childhood best friend who I've known since I was like 5 years old, Valerie. Like I went through this whole phase when I was in 9th, 10th grade, like redecorating my room. And oh my goodness, my mom let me paint my room yellow. I thought it was the greatest thing. I got a new bedspread. Well, my teenager has been working like a fiend, doing dog walking, babysitting, plant watering, whatever, so she can earn money because she is redoing her room. And she calls it this aesthetic, like beachy, boho chic vibe, I think is what it's called. But it's not just her. Like her friends, because she's on the TikTok, that's the only app she is allowed and she still does not have a phone. But they all have these LED lights and they're all around like the rim of their ceiling. Like right at the tippy top of their room, they all have these LED lights around their room. And then they have these vines and then there's all these succulents. She bought a hanging plant with her own money. Like my husband took her to wherever and she bought a hanging plant. I love it. I love that she's so into it. She has always been an artist. She loves to draw and she's super creative and great like that. So I love just watching her mind work and like, okay, Mom, I want to do this and get the LED lights there. And she had one of her girlfriends from school over last week and they were putting the LED lights. Then she had another friend over from school and they were talking about the succulents and all of that. And they bought succulents together at a store. And so with the hanging plant, she wants to get one of those seashell hangers, you know, like didn't like our grandmas used to have those, or maybe our moms, or the rope plant holders, which I just think is so great. I'm super into it. I need to know though, like, is this happening with you? Because I love it. Like I kind of want to do my room all aesthetic-y, vibey, like with LED lights. My husband would come home and be like, what is even happening here? But I'm kind of all about it. So I love it. I think it's a great thing for her to do in the middle of summer. I think it's kind of a fun thing to keep her creative juices flowing and her mind occupied. So I kind of love it. So I just wanted to share because I wanted to see if you have any other like vine. I'm trying to with succulents, plants, vines, LED lights, like beachy postcards and stickers and oh my, I love it. All right, before we get out of here, woo, I'm so excited. I am so excited about this bundle to tell you about from Perdue Farms. Okay, so I'm a Perdue Farms ambassador and I have been a part of the Perdue family, well, before they knew I was a part of their family. I was a part of their family. Now I'm like officially a part of their family because we've been using Perdue Farms chicken forever. But Perdue Farms has all of these other brands and families underneath them. And I kind of love that. I got to go to Salisbury, Maryland. Has it been a year already? I think it's been a year. And got to see all the behind the scenes. I got to meet all the Perdues. We've had Chris Perdue on the show a couple of times now, and I just adore him and his wife and their new baby, and they're so cute. So I love that they love Coffee Convo Wednesday and that they want to be a part of it each month. So you're going to see Perdue Farms giveaways on my Instagram, here on Facebook, and I am here for it. Okay, so this is what I'm here to give you today. So I'm gonna hold it up because I kind of want to go over. It's such a good name. It's called the Weekday Warrior Bundle because let's be honest, we're all trying to figure out this back to school situation and making our way back into the office for those of you who work in an office or wherever you work. I know a lot of people are trying to get back into that normal day-to-day structured situation. And then there are some people who are not. They're still Zooming and all of that, but it's still trying to find that routine. So I know routine can become a little like, so Perdue Farms wants to make it super easy. So it's not all like that. That's like a real description. So they have the Weekday Warrior Bundle. And what I want to do is go over each and everything that's in here so you can see all of the goodies that you're getting. And they know, I've said this before, no antibiotics ever. They don't roll like that. Their boxes come, it's all sustainable boxing. Like they just have way more thought than I probably would ever put into anything. But they put so much thought and so much care into everything they do, which is why I love them. So here is what you have an opportunity to win if you get the Weekday Warrior Bundle. All right, ready? So you get a 2-pound bag of Perdue boneless, skinless chicken breast fillets, which I love because that's like an easy dinner option. This is all about to make dinner easy, simple. Okay, then the 1-pound bag of the Perdue breaded chicken breast patties. I gotta tell you, I hadn't tried these before. I think last year we tried them for the first time. And now this has become like one of our favorite things that we eat. My kids love it. The girls are like, oh, it's so good. I don't even put mine on a bun. They love it on a bun. I just want to eat it without the bun, but on the bun, it's super good too. So you're gonna get that. You're gonna get the Perdue grilled chicken breast strips. These I love on a salad. Oh my goodness, they're so easy. Easy being the key word there, easy and yummy. Then the Perdue panko breaded dino nuggets. Oh my goodness, look at those, like little dinosaurs, the little dino nuggets. Like, so, do you say dino or dino? I think it's up to you, but I'll say dino. My little one loves these. Actually, I kind of love them too. They're like, look at me, little dinosaur. Okay, I don't know that they're like walking on their own, but you get the idea. Then the Niman Ranch pulled pork. Oh my goodness, I can sit down, make this, and eat an entire one by myself, like no joke. Then the Coleman Natural boneless pork loin roast. Nope, up here we are. Yeah, throw that in a slow cooker and then you're done. Bam, that's my way of cooking, because I've told you before, my husband loves to cook and me, not so much. And then finally, the Coleman Natural uncured beef hot dogs, 8 of them in there. Oh, I skipped the ground beef. I totally just forgot about that. Sorry, the Niman Ranch 80/20 ground beef. We have been having hamburgers, no joke, once a week. Once a week. We've been doing, I think we do, is it hamburgers on Monday and then Taco Tuesday? Or was it Taco Tuesday and Hamburger Wednesday? Anyway, we have been having hamburgers once a week and I'm totally obsessed. You're going to get everything in the Weekday Warrior Bundle. This retails for almost $88 and one of you is going to win it for free. So all you have to do, if you haven't done this before, comment Perdue Farms and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday, and one lucky Coffee Convo Wednesday viewer will win the entire bundle. I'm also gonna drop a link in here too, because if you use my link, you save 15% and you get free shipping if you spend $119. So if you don't win, you can still save some money by using my Perdue Farms / I am Cindy Simmons link. Pretty easy, right? So I'll put that on there because it makes it easier if you can just click on the link. I know it makes it easier for me. So Perdue Farms and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday, and you may be getting a little something on your doorstep called a Weekday Warrior Bundle, and how yummy will that be? So thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate it. Follow me on all of the socials. You can go to cindysimmons.com to link over to everything. Follow me on TikTok. You know how much I love TikTok. It's at I am Cindy Simmons, and we're super dorky on TikTok as well. So follow me over there. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Take a deep breath in and out. We're going to get through this together. Spread joy and kindness like Nutella. Thanks for being here on Coffee Convo Wednesday. I can't wait to see you next week. Love you. Bye.